Hello everybody. My name is Chance, and this is Everything Animation. Today we're talking about being scared of sharing your work. I have 3 things to talk about. Thing 1. Doing it is the only way that you can truly get over it. It's kind of like talking on stage. You have to do it to get over it. You can prepare yourself, but you can never actually get over it fully unless you do it. It's really not too scary. Just try it out and see what reactions you get. It's probably not as bad as you think it will be. And look, I know it's really hard because it's scary to have your work judged by somebody else. They could be really mean or they could be really nice and you just don't know. And if they say something mean, is it attacking you as a person? I know it feels like they are, but that's really probably not what they're trying to do. They just want to try to help you put out the best work possible. So take whatever they say with a grain of salt. If you disagree with it, maybe they are wrong, but maybe they are right too. Usually people with a fresh eye can see things that you kind of overlooked when you were making it. Maybe you try out what they suggest, and if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. But at least you've tried it and you can say that you have. So next time you get a critique like that, you can say, well, I already gotten a critique and I've tried it and I don't really like how the result is. Honestly, from my experience though, most people will just tell you nice stuff about your work. Sometimes they won't really think that it's great, or they'll think that you're bragging by posting it or something, and they're just wrong. They're in a bad headspace, and you have to ignore some of those people. But mostly, people are really nice about when you post your work. And if you want a safe place to post your work, post it in the Everything Animation Facebook group, because we already have industry professionals, we have students, we have people aspiring to be animators, and the people there are really nice. If you say, hey, look, this is a thing I'm working on, I want to improve, they'll give you critique and say, can you please be nice? If you want them to be nice, you're allowed to say that. You're allowed to say, just please take it easy on me. I'm new to this. And they'll try to give you very nice, beating around the bush advice, but they'll give you some advice and it will help you improve. If you're way more thick-skinned, just say, hey, rip this to shreds. I want to get better. Tell me everything wrong with it. And me and everyone else will rip it to shreds. If you're thick enough skinned to separate who you are from your art and you just want to get better technically, that's a great way of doing it. You kind of get what you ask for. So if you say, hey, I'm just really proud of this. This is a final product. I just wanted to put it out there. I'm proud of it. That is awesome. And if you do that, sometimes you may still get critiques, but mostly people are just going to tell you that, hey, you know what, that's actually really good. And the people that have negative things to say, they won't really say them usually. If someone asks for critique, you can give it to them. If they don't give them the critique, because that's not what they're looking for. Sometimes people just need to be proud of themselves so that they can be propelled and inspired to go make their next project. So that's also something to keep in mind. Don't be scared to put your stuff out there because it's the best way to improve. Number 2, in the animation industry, when you're working, you're going to get notes. Kind of like critiques, except you don't really get complimented in them too much. It's not about you, it's about the shot that you're doing. I know, notes don't sound very fun. And really, for me, they weren't, and a lot of people, they're not. Sometimes it feels embarrassing to get a big laundry list of notes and have your shot ripped apart. But you gotta remember something about that. It's not your movie, and it's not your production, and it's not your show. The director doesn't really care about who you are. The director just cares about the final product. Really, the reason they're giving you so many notes is because they want you to make something that looks like what everyone else is making on the production. Because in the end of the day, that final edit is all that matters to them. And they don't really care as long as you improve. You make a mistake, they give you a note on it, and you try to fix it the next time. Maybe you didn't understand and you have to ask them for clarification. Maybe they give you a note twice and you thought that you addressed it. Ask them. It's okay to ask questions, and it's good to ask questions. That is how you improve. That's how you get better. It's hard, but it is worth it in the end. Just remember, it's not an attack on you. It is not an attack on anybody. It is just trying to make the project the best it can be and make the whole project flow nicely. So just always try to make your best work and always try to push yourself to improve and get better and learn from the people above you and learn from these notes, learn from the critique, and things will go pretty well for you. Now, number 3, maybe you're like me and sometimes you're just looking for compliments to get that little boost of inspiration to work on the next project, and all you get is critique. It's hard. You're just gonna have to keep telling yourself, like I do, that they're not giving you critique about you, they're giving you critique about the work that you've done, because they know that you can fix it and you can keep on improving. So don't take it too personally, and I know it's hard to not take it personally. I know I struggle with it still. And if you don't feel like you've been improving, you can't see that gradual step up, then try taking something that you made from 2 years ago or 5 years ago and remake it. With your current skill, you will see how much you've improved. You can put them side by side, they'll look very similar, except one will be way better than the other, I promise you. And another thing that I like to do is have small projects on the side, maybe just something I can do in a single day that I can be proud of and that I can share with people and get that little bit of inspiration from to keep working on the bigger project. And it only takes me maybe an hour of the day, whereas the rest of the project I'm working on it the entire time. I would love to see your work on the Everything Animation Facebook group. Please join. There's a link to it down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. If you have any questions about the animation industry, please leave them down in the comments down below so that I can make a video response answering your question so that anyone else who has the same question in the future can find the answers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to smile.